This is a very serious drama. It's kind of a problem play. It's about capital and labor. This play is also full of symbolism. I work in the sleep-tight pajama factory in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The pajama game is the game I'm in, and I'm proud to be in the pajama game. I love it. I can hardly wait to wake and get to work at 8. Nothing's quite the same as the pajama game. I'm an executive. I'm a time study man. I can tell you per second exactly how many stitches go in a pair of pajamas. I can time anything. You'll see when we get down to the factory. All right, let it go. All right, girls, hurry up. Can't waste time. I've got my stopwatch on you. Now watch for the symbolism. Oh boy, look out. Here comes the president of the union. He's sharp. He knows what's going on around here.
I lost my lunch bucket. Anybody see my lunch bucket?
I told you he was sharp.
There is the cutest one.
He's relaxing, but there's another side to his character.
How about it, Perez?
If we don't get that 7.5-cent raise by the first of the month, we strike.
You said it.
You said it.
See how ideas just keep creeping through? Oh boy, look out. Here comes my boss, Mr. Hassler. There's capital in it for you. Capital with a capital C. He's a great economist.
Wait. Turn off those lights. You think J.P. Morgan got rich leaving lights burning all over Wall Street? Where's my secretary? Gladys!
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Where's the new superintendent?
We can't find him. Oh, here's Mabel. She'll know.
Where's Sorokin?
He's around the plant somewhere, Mr. Hassler. First there was a leak in the water tower, then he had to go down the boiler room.
Well, go find him.
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Gladys, take a letter. Board of Directors. Employees demand 7.5-cent raise. Absolutely unnecessary.
All right, back to
Lunch?
Yes, sir.
Get things going.
Okay, Chief. All right, girls, hurry up. Can't waste time. I've got my stopwatch on you. Hurry up.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. It's waste time. Hurry up. It's waste time. Hurry up with that clock. Hurry up with that clock. And study your hands and understand the chariot. Fingers in the Constitution isn't made of wrong. It's losing race and racing with the hurry up with the racing with the long racing with the racing with the racing with the long. Hurry up.
while they're at lunch.
Number 8?
No, it's number 9.
This is Super Bowl blast. Chicago guy.
You don't belong in this town.
The whole second floor was broke down and they couldn't find him. He was fixing up boilers. And then he yelled at me. I don't have to stand for that. There's plenty of places I can work in this town and I don't have to take that off of nobody.
Hey, give me a screwdriver.
You know what they're paying up for the packing plant now? 83 up. And that ain't paying either.
Screwdriver!
Oh, Mr. Sorokin?
Yes, Mabel?
Mr. Hassler's gone to the shipping room. He wants you right away.
Well, I can't. I've got to finish this.
I know. Mr. Hassler can be kind of difficult sometimes, but you're the 3rd superintendent we've had this year.
And I'm the last one you'll have this year, too, Mabel, because I want this job.
Oh, you don't say.
Now you're talking, Lloyd.
Hey, bring me a switch.
I'll tell him you're awful busy.
Thanks.
And let me tell you something else. They're paying 94 for the casting company now.
My gosh, you'd be a sensation up at the casket company. Now, maybe you could get a job as a tester and just lie around in coffins all day. Now, hurry it up.
I'm hurrying.
Well, hurry faster.
Hey, you can't do that to me.
I can't. I just did.
Well, I'll fix you. I'm getting the grievance committee.
Oh, go get him. They'll give you something to do.
Can't shove me around.
Go away, boy. You bother me.
I'll show you. Now my weak arm, too. Sid, that grievance committee can start quite tomorrow.
Well, this whole town's a rhubarb.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
I hope so. And we're gonna need a fuse, and we'll need a larger switch, too.
All right, I'll go down to the storehouse.
Hey, give him a hand. Move! Town is a blue town. Oh, who do you know and show me what you can do now? There's no red carpet at your feet. If you're not tough, they'll try to beat you down in a blue town. In the old town, it's not like the old town. You don't take long to find that you're in a cold town. But you know you can't think it didn't buy a round-trip ticket to this cold, cold blue town. Well, nobody asked me to come here, and nobody asked me to stay. Made up my own mind, and I know that I'll find my own way. Since that first day when I said hi town, they darned well try to make me say goodbye town. But I won't leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one-horse stupid hick of a new town ain't gonna win me.
Mr. Hassler's been looking for you. Did you get lost?
No, I had to fix the number 9 machine.
I expected you in the shipping room.
Don't pay any attention to him, Sid.
Thanks.
When did you get so friendly with him?
Sid?
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I was just being friendly.
Friendly, you are always flirting.
Oh!
Dancing on the green, jukeboxes.
When I expect you, I'll expect you. That's the way we run things around here.
Since that first day when I said hi town, they darn well try to make me say goodbye town. But I will leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one horse too big, he
Sorokin, I told you to be careful. When I heard about you beating up that
I
boy,
didn't beat him up.
but he's dangling his arm like he was hurt terrible.
Oh, let him take it up with the committee.
Yeah, he's doing that, don't worry. Here he comes, it's Babe Williams.
I'd be delighted to talk to him.
All right, mister, here's the committee.
Is this the committee?
That's right, Mr. Sorokin, this is the committee.
Charlie, this grievance committee is different.
Never mind this new job.
All right, I'm sorry. So I shoved the kid. What's the next move?
He says you hit him.
No, I just... Now look, I've got quite a few problems on my hands, Miss Wilson.
Excuse me, her name is Miss Williams.
What's the difference?
I'm sorry, Miss Williams.
It doesn't matter.
Well, he ought to know the committee's right name.
Okay, take it easy. Look, Mr. Sorokin, I have quite a few troubles of my own right now. This helper says you stalked him.
It does? Yeah, I do. Well, let's say I shoved him. It sounds more refined.
Mr. Sorokin, Mr. Hassel wants to see you in his office right away.
Oh, no, tell him. Tell him okay.
But this is the prices. The tops are 15 minutes behind the bottoms.
Okay, let's be practical. This is a lot of nonsense.
Well, we don't happen to think so. Mr. Sorokin, you're not supposed to strike an employee. We have rules about that.
For both sides, I hope. Now listen, I'll spread it on the table for you. This young man needs vocational guidance.
Oh, you think so?
He wants to be a bank president. I don't think he's happy as a factory worker.
I don't see what that has anything to do with it.
Forget it. Well, it seems you haven't made a very good impression on our new superintendent.
Ain't got no right to shove me around, especially on my weak arms.
Hey, look, I gotta get this factory running. Can we talk about this later?
Of course we can, Mr. Sorokin. That's in the rule book, too. Go tell the nurse to check your arm, then send me a report.
Can't shove me around. We've broke once already.
And thank you for your cooperation, Miss Williams.
Well, it's all in the rule book.
I must read this rule book sometime.
Well, you certainly should.
All I've got to say is that you're the cutest grievance committee I've ever had to deal with.
All right, girls, hurry up. Can't waste time. I've got my stopwatch on you. Hurry up.
When you're racing with the clock, when you're racing with the clock, and the second hand doesn't understand the track they break your fingers ache, the Constitution isn't made of rock. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with the losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with the losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with the clock.
And you've got to have confidence in me.
How wrong, sir?
Look, this is no time to be talking about no ultimatums and no strikes.
Yes, but the 7.5
Wait a minute, there ain't no question we're gonna get that 7.5 cent raise. Other companies are paying it, and we're entitled to it. But we gotta be smart. Wait till old man Hassel's got so many orders in, he can't afford to shut the factory down. Then we got it.
Bet.
I wouldn't want no super to try and shove me around. Hi, Fred.
Hello. Say, babe, what about that kid that got hit? What does Super have to say for himself?
That's one for the birds, Fred. That kid doesn't even have a bruise on his arm. Well, he's a faker.
You think so, huh, babe?
Well, sure, he's a phony. Well, if that guy Sorokin ever really hit him, he'd break him in two.
Okay.
Mr. Sorokin is so strong. He's so wonderful.
Okay, what's this?
The new super. I think he's simply woo-woo. Don't you?
I didn't notice.
Well, I noticed.
I thought Babe was noticing too.
Yeah, she lit up.
You girls are getting quick.
comes at last to Babe Williams.
Oh, get off it! Well, I hardly looked at the man. Well, I'm the grievance committee. Love? Are you nuts?
Some people can't tell when he hits them.
All you have to do is say hello to a man, and they have you whispering in his ear. Well, all you have to do is be polite to him, and they have you dancing all night with him. If there's a guy you barely have a fear with, they got you setting the wedding date. It seems they just gotta have some dirt to spend your year with. So before they start, I hear with states. I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not I, not a bit, not a mite. Though all of it is quite a hunk of God, but he's not my cup of tea, not my cup of tea, not me, not an ounce, not a pinch. He's just got itch to show up himself for me. Well, of course, you noticed his manly physique and that look in his eye. Say, I'm sure you can cut those nails back down to size.
He must be as fierce as a tiger when he's mad.
Ain't no thing but beautiful when he's sad. But I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not I, not strong, not a hair. I don't care if he's as strong as a lion, or if he has the rest of your scion. You may be sold, but this girl ain't mine. I'm not at all in love.
She's not at all in love, not at all in love, oh no.
Not a bit, not a crumb.
Must be the summer heat that gives her that glow. 'Cause she's not at all in love, not at all in love. She cries,
Not a sniff, not a bite.
must be the light from the ceiling shining there in her eyes. He's young and handsome and smart, and we can get over it.
But this lady's heart, it doesn't affect a bit.
It's easy to see that the laughing grin is the grin she always wears. And she's balanced because she ran up a flight of stairs.
Naturally, certainly.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Obviously, naturally, certainly.
Ha! She's not at all in love, not at all in love. Oh no,
No, I'm not.
not a lot,
Not a touch.
no, not much.
When I fall in love, there'll be no doubt about it. 'Cause you will know by the way that I shout it.
You're shouting. She has evolved.
I'm not at all in
She's
love.
Where's your boss? On the first floor. A couple of girls had a fight. Superintendent's office. Yes, Sid. Dolores Paradiso, that's her name. She's supposed to be very elegant, can sew a button on the fly like she was pouring tea for the Queen of England. Come in. Oh yes, she can pull hair all right. A couple of girls spoiled a piece of goods. When Mr. Hassel finds out, there'll be blood all over the place.
You want to buy a ticket for the picnic?
Might as well get it over with.
$1 and all the chili you can eat.
No chili for me, thanks. Giving me heartburn, something awful.
Me too.
You.
You gonna do your knife throwing act this year, Mr. Hines?
Well, I suppose so. There always seems to be a demand for it.
Was you honest? On the real stage?
That's where I first met him, Lucy. Was there a knife Here, one hard-earned dollar. And I hope the ham isn't as salty as last union picnic. Drive me up for a week after.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Leaving him a note, huh? Carrying on with Sorokin, huh? Vernon, I saw you leave that note on his desk, Gladys. I'm not blind. That's why you wore that low-neck dress to work today.
You make me scream! Vernon, you just make me scream!
All right, then, what's in it? I dare you to tell me what's in it.
Read it! Then go cut your throat.
Okay, Pero, $7,502.01.
That means I love you. In the Morse code.
Ain't you ashamed of yourself, Heinzie?
Now that we got that all settled, do you think you can trust me as far as the ladies' room?
I'll never be jealous again, Gladys, never.
Maybe I'll give you cause someday.
Oh, Heinz.
I've learned my lesson, Mabel. I'll never be jealous again.
You stick to it now.
Absolutely.
That's easier said than done.
I can do it.
I knew it, but let's take an example, just for fun. Picture this, you're sitting and waiting for her to come back from a date.
I'm sitting and waiting for her to come back from a date.
Here she comes, her hair is messed up and her stockings are not very straight.
She's hers. Her hair is messed up and her stockings are not very straight.
Later on, she gets a bouquet and a card and saying to baby, you are great. Well, Heinzie, what would you do then?
I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous again.
Good work, Heinzie, but let's take another example. Picture this, you've nothing to do, so you drop in to chat for a while.
With nothing to do, so I drop in and chat.
Something's up, the window is open and Gladys is forcing a smile.
The window is open and glass.
Then you see a shirt and a tie and a pair of pants and a nice neat little pile. Well, Heinzie?
I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous. I'll never be jealous again.
That's the stuff, Heinzie, you're practically cured.
There will be no more nightmares to sleep through, no more keyholes to peek through.
No more bushes to creep through.
That's my plan.
Well, now that you're a new man, picture this. You go to your sweetie's apartment to borrow the key.
I go to my sweetie's apartment, I borrow.
There she is. She's giving a sailor a very affectionate squeeze.
She's giving a sailor a very affectionate squeeze.
Then, to boot, she tells you she was in the arms of her cousin who's back from overseas.
What comes back from overseas? Do you I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous. I'll never be jealous again.
Lewis Jr. said last night. Do you listen to Fulton Lewis Jr., Sorokin?
I'm rather flexible in the matter.
Has he got their number? Keen mind, one of the greatest thinkers in the country today. Ought to listen to him every night. Should be in every executive contract. What's this? This book shouldn't be left lying around. Gladys!
Yes, Mr. Haskell.
Where have you been?
I've been to the ladies. Isn't that all right?
But this book!
Mr. Haskell, you scared the life out of me. Look, I got the key around my neck. It's all right.
I don't want this left lying around. Is that clear?
Yes, Mr. Haskell.
If I can't trust Gladys, who can I trust?
I wouldn't know.
What was my book doing up there anyhow?
Who is this Fulton Lewis Jr. he's always talking about?
Oh, he plays third base for the Chicago White Sox. The man kind of has a bad case of bookitis, hasn't he?
Oh, yes.
Wonder if he's got a skeleton locked in there. Hey, say, me, tell me about this Babe Williams.
Babe? She's peppy, full of spunk.
Well, is she married?
No, not quite.
What do you mean, not quite?
Well, she was close once. She was engaged to that Johnson boy. Then, one time at a football game, she shoved him off the end of the bleachers. That ended the engagement.
Your girl.
Gladys is crying. She's hysterical. I don't know what to do.
She brought the ledger up to enter the total cost, Mr. Haskell.
Well, why couldn't somebody say so? My God!
Give me ladies' pants. Is that you, Brett? Well, what are you doing in ladies' pants? Hey, sick. Whatever happened about that employee I'm supposed to assault? Yeah, I'd like to get it settled. Would you send the grievance committee down to my office? No. Right away, thanks.
I heard you had an eye for her.
Oh, you hear things easy around here. Next thing you know, they'll be talking about us.
Don't think it hasn't been mentioned.
Memo, cutting room foreman. Too many rejects. Rail train people. Come in.
Hello? Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Come on in, please.
Gladys is still crying, and Mr. Hassler wants me to take a couple of letters.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk to you about that assault and battery case.
Well, we thought we would just forget about that, Mr. Sorokin.
Yeah?
Yeah, we all knew that injured arm was a lot of nonsense. Well, to tell you the truth, we've had trouble with him before.
Oh, I can believe that. If you only knew what I had to go through to get him to kick across with the screwdriver, I'd have been justified if I had shot.
Well, we won't go into that, but anyway, we have it down in our books as a slight nudge.
Personally, I think a little physical punishment is good for people once in a while.
Oh, you do, Captain Bly?
No. Not exactly. Come here. I want to talk to you. How about a date?
What?
Maybe going out some night?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe checking up on some of the local hot spots.
Oh, thanks, but I don't think so.
What is this strange power I have over women?
Ooh, it really wouldn't work, not at all.
Looks like I struck out that time.
Well, it's nothing personal. But you see, you're the superintendent, and I'm the grievance committee.
Memo. Timekeeper. Be sure all girls fill out time cards properly and check. Memo to Sid Sorokin. Hey there, with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too far.
And she won't care. Will you take this advice I hand you like a friend? Or are you not seeing things to clear? Are you just too far gone to leave? Easy all going in one ear and out the other. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes.
Me?
Love never made a fool of you.
Not until now. I was once. I hear you. Don't rub it in. Shut up!
And now we're going to hear from another speaker. And at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you, at this time, someone, well, we actually don't need no introduction on the account that we all know him. And it's always a pleasure to have him within our midst. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our boss, Mr. Myron Hassler. Okay, Mr. Hassler.
Thank you. I'm proud to be with you. We are all members of a great industry. To that industry we owe our very lives and our daily bread. But in return we must recognize the stern obligations placed upon us in these terrible times of economic upheaval and governmental chaos. I can never remember a time when competition was so ruthless, dealers so cantankerous, costs so outrageous, and profit margins sunk so low. My friends, Pajamas is at the crossroads.
Whether we can go on to greater triumph lies in you. Whether we can weather the storm of rising costs is a great question. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hassler. I'm sure we all enjoyed hearing from you. And certainly nice to have you with us today. Now, immediately following the festive board, there will be a knife throwing exhibition by Professor Vernon Hyde. The baseball game will be at 1:30 sharp between the finishing room and ladies' pants. Now, this is a crunch contest, so it ought to be good. Now, who wants to be my partner in this three-legged race? That's all.
All right, who's for baseball?
Me for baseball?
Well, if it isn't Miss Grievance coming.
Hello.
Well, I have a grievance. There's this new fellow here named Sitzerocken. He's been knocking himself down trying to be a dandy fellow, but he can't make a score.
I want an enlargement of this one.
Well, you tell him that Miss Williams is a very cold, hard-boiled dog. He would like it all if he got to know it.
Well, I'll tell him, but he's an awful problem, stubborn as a mule.
Hurry, hurry! Make way for the old professor!
Wait until I place my knives.
Hurry, hurry, hurry for a riot of thrills! Introducing Professor Vernon Hyde! In his sensational demonstration of iron nerve and skill, exactly as performed in his professional appearances before the crowned heads of Missouri and Kansas. Are you ready, Professor?
I am ready. Say, is the trained nurse in attendance?
The trained nurse is here.
Good. The excitement may prove to be too great of a strain on some of our fair spectators. Get back, get back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Stand against the board. I will show you the acts that should be played.
No, we don't want to live. You're too big. Like a fool of yourself, Bert. You do it, man. You're so thin you can't fit. Nancy, no.
11 years in the public eye, never drew a drop of blood.
Hey, Nancy, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Come on now, don't get foolish.
Well, I'll do it. Don't be silly, babe.
Well, can you knock the apple off my head, Heinzie?
That's the spirit, babe. You showed, kid.
All right. Now just hold still and you won't get hurt. Here we go. 1, 2.
Making you nervous, how do you think I feel? Come on, I think that's enough.
Keep it your head up. I don't think she should. She shouldn't. Go on.
All right, now everybody just relax. Here we go. 1. My skills have never been questioned before.
Oh, go drown yourself.
Hey, kids, guess what? Mr. Housen's playing first base, and boy, is he funny. Past the first base? Holy smokes, let's go.
I tell you, I'm not
I
jealous.
didn't say you were jealous, I said you were drunk.
Well, can't have everything.
Where you going, babe?
No, play it special.
Why, you're an adventurous girl.
Well, I get along all right.
Now, this new defiant policy of yours is going to get you into a lot of trouble.
Well, it's been working out all right so far.
Well, I have a new policy in mind for both you and me.
Let's quit fighting.
Well, what fight?
Come here, Catherine.
Where are we going?
David and Sid are going on a walk.
You're not so bad yourself.
This is my once-a-year day, from the morning sun and to the this was my once-a-year day, if you gotta kiss her, like hopping up and down like a kangaroo, jumping fences, climbing trees with crazy speed is what I'll do, 'cause this is my once-a-year day, everyone's entitled to a trophy, a race or once a year. This is our once-a-year day, once a year we're jumping fences. This is our once-a-year day, once a year we lose our senses.
Smoking Charlie up the tree, kissing Katie's ear. Charlie school is bad as heck.
Oh, well, it happens once a year, 'cause this is our once-a-year day, everyone's entitled to be wild, be a child, be a raise a group, once a year.
Look at my old crush, 92 today. Running off with Katie Lee.
He's headed for that wedding day, 'cause this is our once-a-year day, everyone's entitled to be wild, be a child, be a group, raise a group, once a
You know, ever since you came here after the picnic last week, she says to me, don't be too much of a pest. Don't talk too darn much. That's what you get when you work for the railroad. Yeah, and I always say a railroad man can't be too much of a pest. One thing he's too poor. The other, he ain't around enough. Yeah.
Hey, you going on your run tonight, don't you?
Yeah, it's off to Milwaukee, Doctor. Say, here's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, I got green. What is it?
It's a petrified bat.
Sid is not interested in petrified bats.
Well, what the heck, here? I didn't say he was.
I know you.
I think you're into women.
Too bad.
Well, I better get my things. Hole number 15 waits for no man.
Pop belt yours off?
Oh, he's a great guy. I like him. But I like you better.
Oh, no.
no, wait till pop goes out. Are you hungry?
Not exactly hungry in the way you ways.
Oh, you. Here, have a drink.
Thanks.
Say, Sid, you like stamps?
Pop?
Well, now, even if you don't, this should be interesting to anybody. 2 sets of mint Columbians. Plate blocks on every issue since 1919.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Katie.
Goodbye.
Come down anytime, Sid.
I'd like to. Well, it looks like another fun evening with the Stamp House. Say, he has got a full set of mint Columbians.
Well, sure he has. That's why I work at Sleep Tight.
Oh, he's a great guy, babe. I like him.
You're a good boy, Sid. He likes you, too.
I feel good, babe. I feel like home.
I wonder if we have any onions.
Onions?
Well, I'm going to make you a Western. Do you want one?
No, I don't want a Western. That's my baby, boys. She wants a Western. Yeah, no. Food is not uppermost in my thoughts at the moment.
Well, perhaps you'll want some coffee, too.
No, it'll keep me awake. Now cut it out.
Sid, there's something that we have to talk about.
What?
I think you're wonderful, and I love you. But there's something that's going to come between us.
Who?
Not any who. 7.5 cents.
Oh, that.
That contract. However, that's important. Maybe we ought to face
Now
that.
don't talk nonsense.
So, Sid, you mustn't treat me like a baby.
I'm not, darling.
You've got to listen to me. Well, I don't know why the union is so important to me, but it is. I guess you just have to be part of the team. Anyway, no matter what's with us, I'm going to be fighting for my side and fighting hard.
All right. Well, how do you feel about me, babe?
I love you terribly.
Well, if 2 people feel the same way about each other, I don't think it should matter.
You don't know me.
Babe, I love you.
All right. I can take it if you can.
Mr. Hassler called. I spoke to him personally. He says he wants to see us in his office tomorrow at noon.
Does that mean we won? We won? We won! We won! We won! We won! Sorry.
Now, May, take it easy. Mr. Hassler just wants to talk to us.
Shouldn't we wait for Babe? What for? You know she's going out with Mr. Somebody Special. Babe's all right. I never said she wasn't, but she sure is busy these days.
Well, I don't think a girl should get too emotional over the management.
Babe can take care of herself.
Well, the thing is once you start falling for a guy, you never know how far you're going to fall.
Hey, Babe, we're talking about you.
Oh, why not?
Are you coming?
No, I have a date.
Have fun.
I will.
Why? Did I keep you waiting?
It makes it much nicer when you get here.
Hey, I got one more thing to do. Do you mind another 5 minutes?
I don't mind anything. I love you.
Babe, are you happy?
I don't even touch the ground.
It's good, isn't it?
It's so good I can hardly believe it. Tell me.
Again?
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me more.
I love you.
Tell me.
I'll tell you. I love you more than all the heroes in all the history books in the whole world.
Tell me.
What a woman, I'll tell you. There was a man, loved woman. She was once a little dragon boy.
Education, maybe, but we got eyes and ears.
Everyone in the industry has had a 7.5-cent frame.
As I said, I want to be fair. That's always been my policy. So I don't give you a yes, but I don't give you a no. I say we've got to examine it. And I've got to speak with the board of directors. And that's how we're going to leave it.
What now, friends?
Slow down.
Attaboy! This is it! There's the bell. This is what we've been waiting for!
We've got to get started someplace.
You're in charge of this room, babe. Go to it.
Something's very wrong here. Somebody jam the line! Who did that?
I did.
You're fired.
I am?
Yes.
Well, that's fun. I haven't had a break in 3 years. I need one. So long, girls.
And get Charlie. We'll be operating again in 15 minutes. Now you girls clear out of here until I call you back.
All right, I got keys and a switch. Did you get burnt?
Yeah. Twice.
All right, I'll fix it.
Better forget her. You're with your nose in the air. She has you dancing on the string, breaking and she won't care. Will you take this advice I hand you on your just too far gone to be. Is it all going in 1 year? And
Now this is going to be a short meeting because the Boilermakers local has got the hall spoken for at 8 o'clock. So them that wants to get down to the tri-stage meet will have plenty of time. Now what's going on down at the plant, you know as good as I do. And any members of the type that I run into from time to time that say, what good is a union? Why should I pay my dues? Well, I can teach them a mighty fine object lesson about where they'd be in this here battle for this 7.5 cents if it wasn't for the union. We're sure as heck gonna get it. Now let us all remember that the union should be first and foremost in our minds. Next, of course, only to our loved ones, tiny tots and kids. Now before we break up, we're gonna have a little live entertainment. And I hope you folks are willing to show us special courtesy. Because some of the boys from the cutting room have got up and act together with Gladys Hodgkiss from the front office.
what boys?
And if these good folk is willing to come all the way down here and do this little act for us, well, the least you could do is not try and sneak out the back like last time. Now, this little act they're doing is something right on the nose, because it's about getting hot. And fellow union members, that's what we're doing, getting hot.
I got it.
Heat, I got. Heat, I got. Heat, but I need your love to keep away the cold I got. Heat, I got. Heat, I got. Heat, but I can't get warm without your hand to hold. The rain can't exist, still I need your kiss to keep me from freezing each night. I got a hot water bottle, but nothing I got will take the place of you. Steam heat, I got. Steam heat, I got. Steam heat, but I need your love to keep away the cold.
half.
guzzling all that free beer?
I ain't guzzling. I'm just being sociable.
Well, this ain't a sociable. This is an official meeting.
Well, Maze kind of keep her straight though.
We can't just sit around here and do nothing. We gotta make plans. I ain't gonna give it easy, you know.
We got to slow down.
I mean other things. More like, for instance, like why a suggestion here from Jake Vondermeyer. He says while he was working over at the Ironclad Overall Company, why when they was having problems, they spit tobacco juice in the back hip pockets of the overalls.
I draw the line at chewing tobacco.
Well, I wasn't suggesting that.
Well, how about if we have the package that size large bottoms with the size small tops, and like that?
Sure. Now that's what I mean. That's constructive. That's clear thinking.
Let me help you with that sandwich, Prez. Hello? Oh. Sure, I recognize your voice.
But that wouldn't take effect soon enough.
I suppose not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Let's be practical.
I think I'm gonna break down and get another beer.
No, I can't talk right now. I've been away 3 days.
So we can put the screws on right now, not later.
Look, I have several people here. Besides, it wouldn't do any good, so goodbye. I'm sorry.
Babe? They've been saying. Look, I don't want to get Babe in trouble, but she...
Oh, go ahead. What trouble can you get me into? I've been fired already.
The union ought to do something about that, too.
Well, if she hadn't stood right up and said she did it, we could have. But if someone up and admits they've been busting up the company property... Look, here's a secret just inside the committee. Some of the buttons ain't been sewed on too good. Wait till the salesman comes screaming back to old man Haslett.
Hello!
Mr. Williams.
Ah, big beating, eh? Hiya, honey.
Hiya, Pop.
Don't let me interrupt.
How was your trip?
The dirty. Got another hot box. On the siding for 25 minutes.
Well, that's about it, anyhow.
Sure,
And let's have a think of new ways to jam things up.
Much obliged with the beer, babe.
That's all right.
What do you mean you gotta go home?
Look, May, my girl be raising Cain.
You should have thought of that before.
But I'll take you home, May.
Don't bother.
May, there's prowlers out at this hour of night.
Single one guy home.
Come on, Joe.
But May, come on.
Say, I stopped in down at the corner tavern for a beer just now, and guess who I ran into?
Old Man Hassler and Rita Hayward?
No, Sid!
Sid? What does he have to do, Pop?
Well, now, the way I get it, he'd just been trying to phone you, or something of that sort. What happened between you two?
Oh, never mind, Pop.
Good! That's what I told Sid. Told him to forget it and come on up.
Oh, Pop, you're too fresh.
That boy just don't feel right about something.
Neither do I.
Sid, come on in.
Oh, yes, do come in.
Make yourself right to home there.
You really been away?
Sure, I went to Chicago to visit the Lincoln Park Zoo.
Just because we're on different sides, is that any reason for us to get all balled up?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Not to me, it doesn't. What kind of queen are you, anyways?
Haven't you heard? Oh, I'm the sweetheart of Local 343 Associated Garment Workers of North America. Sid, I told you. I warned you, you know. You knew all about how I felt. I happen to think there are certain things a person has to stand for in this life, but I guess you just forgot all about that.
I forgot nothing. They pay me to run the factory.
So run the factory. You stick to your side and I'll stick to mine.
Listen, Miss Williams. I love you. Gordy, did you hear me?
Yes.
Babe, can't you see my side of this? I was a cutting room foreman before I bluffed my way into this job. And now that I'm here, I have to fight hard to stay here. And now that you're in the picture, I'm fighting even harder.
Oh, watch those hands, Tycoon.
Well, here we are.
What you got there, Pop? Your stamp album?
Well, now, don't get excited. If Sid don't want to look at it, he don't have to. No law against my looking at it, is there?
But Sid likes stamps. He told me so. Ducky said.
Yeah. I was looking at him the other night.
Sure. There's universal appeal in stamps. I knew you'd be interested.
Sid's very interested. But me? I'm just plain bushed. So if you don't mind, I'll clean up and then head off to bed.
Well, that's fine. Good night, dear.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Thanks.
So what do you say we start with the Pan American issue off in the living room?
Guess that's a good place to operate.
Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you are that high-flying love. Though you've been acting cold to him, you know your heart is sold to him. Get off the ball, girl. Just take it all in your stride. Don't let him make you fall apart. You've always had such pride. Won't you take this advice I hand you like a brother? Or are
I thought you were in Peoria.
I ask for Mr. Hassler, and I get Peoria. Don't tell me you're part of this slowdown. Never mind, I'll find him.
Did you hear that?
You seemed awfully upset.
To accuse me of a slowdown.
Not you.
Me, a man who's lived his life by the clock.
We're sorry, Mr. Hyde. You'll be good.
I'm a time study man, and a time study man can't waste time. For a time study man to waste time is a crime. So I'm ruled by the tick-tick-tock, and I live my life by the clock. I live my life by the ticky-ticky-tock of the clock. When I go to sleep, I don't undress. Oh yes, I sleep in all my clothes, I must confess. You say a strange way to behave. Well, I will admit that the suit gets musted and Gabby's lint and it picks up dust, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves.
The alarm clock rings, 6 a.m. Then right then in bed I shave. That's what I said. While I am still in bed I shave. Well, the lather drips and the bed gets wet, and oh, what a lousy shave I get, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tempest fusion. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes on.
How I love to sit and watch the seconds multiply at breakfast time. I grab a bowl, and in that bowl I drop an egg, and add some juice, a poor excuse for what I crave. And then I'll add some oatmeal too, and it comes out tasting just like glue, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tempest fusion. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes by.
I'll be sitting counting seconds till the day I die, and when I do, I have a plan. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. That's what I said. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. 'Cause when St. Peter calls my name, I know I'll get there just the same, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves.
Teenage girl confesses.
I can't help that. It's the slowdown.
Teenage boy attacks school teacher.
Now, if we don't get those pajamas out, they're gonna get them from somewhere else. Well, that's not my department.
Teenage stories revealed. Isn't that terrible?
Teenagers sure have more fun nowadays than when I was a kid.
Good morning, Mr. Hassler.
A slowdown like this proves what I've said for years. No one's interested in work.
That's right.
Here I am right now, employed only to find the top management. Well, Mr. Hassler, maybe if we offered a compromise. Not until there's ice and ladies 3 feet thick. Well, we've got hundreds of orders to get out.
That's right, Mr. Hassler. In this letter from Marks and Klein's over to Fort Wayne's, Indiana.
Marks and Klein's? A chain outfit? Damn communists want another price cut, I suppose.
But Mr. Hassler, they say
They don't stand there and try to tell me about Marks and Klein. I've been dealing with them for 20 years. I've been looking for you, Mr. Hassler. Why aren't you out of the territory? What are you doing here? Because of what happened in Peoria.
The elevator stuck.
You, Hines, what size are you?
Size me? What is this? The elevator's stuck.
You look like a medium. I need you. What on earth is going on around here? Take your pants off.
I'll do no such thing.
Mr. Hassler, this is life and death to the Sleep Tight organization. I want Hines to model these pajamas. Hines, take your pants off.
Okay, Chief. Me, honest?
Come on.
Oh, what a day.
I'm a very busy man. I'm a time study man, not a model.
This is all for Sleep Tight, mister. Hines, put those pajamas on.
Okay, Chief.
And hurry up. Let's get this over with, whatever it is. Now, Mr. Hassler, I want you to get the picture. I was showing these to Charlie Robertson of the Robertson Brothers. Now, I ain't one of your type salesmen that believes in half measures. Whenever we got a sample room, I do exactly what we got Hives doing. I model the pants myself.
Beautiful style. What more do you want?
Now wait. Here I am in Peoria, and I'm modeling the pants. Mr. Robertson and his two buyers are very impressed with the line. Ready to buy. Get the picture?
Go on, go on. I hope there's some point to all this.
Hines, stand up and take a deep breath. Stick out your stomach.
Oh, this is truly ridiculous.
Everybody bear in mind, I got these right out of the box, directly out of stock.
He said to breathe. Now breathe. Let's get this over with.
Okay, Chief.
My gosh!
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, leave him lay.
What are you doing, Vernon? Playing games?
Mr. Hines, really?
Let me see those. They're all like that. Every one, boxes and boxes of them.
What's the idea? Who did this?
Somebody's got quite a sense of humor.
What do you mean?
2 threads in every waistband button.
What?
They're not sewed on, only 2 threads. Somebody's being very cute.
Cute? Sabotage? Open
On the
rebellion?
other hand, it might just be coincidence.
Oh, put your pants on.
What did you do, Vernon?
I didn't do anything. Give me the stock room.
I'll be the laughing stock of the pajama game.
What did Robertson do when your pants fell down?
He laughed. No sense of humor.
Keep your hands off of me! Now look, hold the orders till I've gotten down there and checked the whole stock. Come on, Max.
They think they can lick Myron Hassler with this sort of trickery? They've got another thing coming. Damn communists! Hines, get dressed, you idiot! I want an individual time report on each individual worker.
Now, Mr. Hassler, in this letter from Marks and Klein,
Don't bother me with letters from Marks and Klein or anyone else. Especially Marks and Klein. Damn pirates! Gladys, don't forget I have a meeting with the board of directors in the morning.
Yes, Mr. Hassler, the books
2
are already.
threads! That's what I have to tell them. 2 threads!
We've got to recall an awful lot of orders.
How many?
They're gonna let us know.
Gladys, take an entry.
Hey, mate, why don't you clear out of here for a while?
oh, sure, I'll go get something to settle my stomach.
Have that ready for the meeting tomorrow, that's all.
Mr. Hassler,
Yes?
I'd like to make a pitch.
Pitch? All right, pitch away.
Now look, before I get started, I want to make my position clear. Now I'm for the company first, last, and always, but recent labor problems have got to end up in one way, and that's compromise.
Sorokin, you've been here long enough to learn something, but you seem a little slow. I'm a fighter. Keep your dukes up.
Well, yeah, but
Don't waste your breath on me. Keep your dukes up.
Dukes up? What does that mean?
Oh, Mr. Hassler wants me to take boxing lessons.
You certainly are a character.
I'd like to get some information from you, too.
Oh? What kind?
Double entry.
Well, you're not going to get any information, so there.
Oh, look, I'm a desperate man, and I hate to ask a cute kid like you for information,
Wouldn't have
but...
you violated trust, would you, Sid?
I sure would, if it would help me unsnarl things around here.
Why is that so important?
Because my future depends upon the titanic struggle for pajama survival.
You're a scream!
And I thought that if I knew a little bit more about the book...
Oh, no. Not that.
Oh, come on, Gladys. I won't ask you to give it to me. Just leave it lying around.
No. Besides, it's locked anyhow.
Well, I know a great-looking dame who lended me the key.
Oh, you think so?
Well, it would be fun trying to persuade.
Well, it might be kind of fun to be persuaded. Only you'd be awful sore when you didn't get it.
Oh, no, Gladys, I'm grown up.
Quit teasing me. Look, I gotta go.
No, wait. Let's
What?
go out tonight.
Well, I hope you're not serious about that key.
I don't feel like being serious about anything. You're busy, huh?
No. And I sure would like to, but... Oh, gee, where will you take me?
Any place you say.
I know a wonderful joint. a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway for late. All you see are silhouettes, and all you hear are castanets, and no one cares how late it gets. Not at Hernando's Hideaway for late. At the Golden Finger Ball or any place you go, meet your Uncle Max and everyone you know. But if you are sitting close and making eyes at me, you may take my heart, you may take my soul, but not my key. Just knock 3 times and whisper low that you and I were sent by Joe. Then strike a match and you will know you're in Hernando's Hideaway for late.
Did you both do it? No, it wasn't my night. You're gonna be at the rally, aren't you, baby?
depressed.
Oh, don't be repressed. Look. Look what I'm giving you. You see? Take it.
Now, this is a lousy trick, Gladys.
I'll just lend it to you. You have to give it back in the morning. And don't tell anyone.
Thanks a lot.
Now you cheer up. Oh, hi, babe.
Yes, Mom?
Sid and I are just old friends.
Won't you join us?
No, thank you. Gladys, I just came to warn you that Heinz is out for blood. Oh, Heinz came over to the bowling alley looking for you tonight. He knows you're out with Sid. And he's got a knife.
The fool.
He's always got a knife. Living in the past. I don't think that's healthy. Do you think?
Listen, I come here to be fun. And I don't come here because I'm craving your company or wanting to join your party or anything like that. I just came to tell you that he's dangerous.
He talks dangerous, but he isn't. I think I'll take a nap.
Obey, please.
A fallen woman. That's what I am. I've lost my key.
Hey, I'm gonna get Fred to take you home. Is that all
Mr.
right?
Hassler ever finds out?
He won't find out.
I can't face myself. I think I'll take another nap.
Hey, Press, can you pay up for me and take Gladys home?
Gladys? Oh, sure. Sure, Sid.
I've got some important bookkeeping to do.
Her is the cutest one.
I remember you.
You got class, you know. Her is the cutest.
No! Him is the cutest.
What?
You cornfed Romeo! You snake in the grass! Doesn't matter if you break a girl's heart. I'll claw your eyes out! Oh, I see you. You don't have to drop anything.
You abandoned woman! You hussy!
After what you did, taking your pants off in Mr. Hassler's office, don't touch me. Fred will see me home, and I'm glad I never married you.
Fred! Sick! Tom, Dick, Harry! I could see what American Gladys would be like.
Oh, morning, Sid.
Good morning, Charlie.
Oh, a committee from the union's downstairs. They said they wanted to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, I sent for them.
Gee, you look like you've been here all night.
No joke, Charlie, I have. Yeah, I'd like to speak to Mr. Hassler, please. And what's more, I think I've got something.
You need to take it easy, boy.
Yeah, could you come down to my office? Oh, yeah, it's pretty important. Thank you. Well, come in. Now, I hate to drag you guys out here so early, but I heard you're having a rally, and I just wanted to talk to you first.
Well, that's okay, Sid.
Now, I think I've got a hold of some facts that might clean up this whole mess.
Well, it better be quick. Either we get that 7.5-cent raise or we strike.
Darn right. What I wanted to ask is, can you just keep the rally going till I get there and talk to you?
But what about?
About solving this whole thing.
There ought to be a time limit.
All right. Well, you're having a parade, right?
You sure are.
Well, that'll give me time. I'll meet you at the rally.
That's fair enough.
Oh, Miss Williams.
We'll meet you downstairs, babe.
I know explanations are lousy.
Oh, no, Sid, I don't.
Babe, you've got to let me explain.
I don't want an explanation. I don't care. Sid, if it's about you and Gladys, it's none of my business.
Oh, but it is your business.
Oh, to heck with that. I'm talking about something bigger.
Well, this is just great. Can we even talk
to each other and make sense anymore?
I don't see how. Not till this is over.
Oh, I've been eating mud long enough. I've had it.
What do you suggest, Sid?
Meet me at the rally.
I can't. I have a date.
Well, that's that.
I'll break it.
Then I got to warn you, Vernon, do not fool him this time. You've been at it all night, screaming and yelling.
Oh, now just calm yourself. I'll fix the whole thing. I'll pull him aside and explain the whole story. Now, in the meantime, here's your key.
Listen, I thought I heard something.
Oh, Heinzie, you fool! You maniac!
I told you I heard something.
Oh, you heard something all right. I'm just glad he's got that out of his system.
But how do you know that he has it?
Now cut it out. It's going to be all right, Gladys. Now you...
You've got to stop him!
Oh, I'll fix that.
I hope this call turns out to... What on earth is going on around here? Look! Look! That's not nice. I don't like this. This is company property, Sorokin.
I guess I'd better explain.
Well, somebody better. They're trying to murder me!
No, I'll fix that.
Call Senator Hickenlooper! It's a plot to murder me! They've imported gangsters from Chicago! The old Al Capone gang!
So, Mr. Hatchman.
Don't argue with me! Did you see those knives? That's the work of foreigners!
Mr. Hatchman.
It's Chicago gangsters!
No, Mr. Hatchman.
What's that? They're marching!
It's a union rally. They're going to have a parade.
Hines, where have you been? On the job, man. The place is full of gangsters. They're out to murder me.
They're not after you. They're after me.
Talk. Why didn't somebody do something? Get me the police.
Oh, now you don't want to arrest Hines, do you?
Hines?
He's trying to kill me.
He was? Hines, suppose you had succeeded. And me right in the middle of labor trouble. Suppose you hit him.
I could have hit him if I wanted to. Just trying to scare him.
Is this what you called me down here about to risk my life?
No.
I don't want to be involved in these personal matters.
I called you down here because there's going to be a strike this morning unless you listen to me.
I told you I'm a fighter.
Well, so am I.
What?
Gladys, have his head patched up.
Come on, Vernon.
Take your hands off of me. I'm a fighter, I am.
Come on, Tiger.
I'm going before the board of directors.
Your what?
If I can't solve this any other way.
Solve what? Sometimes
I've been through your ledger.
What did you say?
I apologize. I know you didn't hire me as a safecracker, but I had to get a hold of some facts. I've been through your books.
You mean to say
That 7.5 cents was added to the cost 6 months ago.
I can put you in jail? That's what I can do? Put you in jail?
No, you can't. But you can get that raise. And if you don't, I'm going before the board and I'm going to explain the whole situation and tell them how many orders have been canceled.
Not one damn order!
Read your mail. There's been a dozen cancellations. Mabel's been trying to tell you all yesterday about Marks and Klein. Now listen, if this company folds up, I fold with it, and I don't want to. So do me a favor. Sit down and talk to me.
Look, here comes Fred.
Hey, why are you in the parade, Chris?
I don't want to get out of breath before making my big speech.
Oh, this will wake him up.
Is my ribbon straight?
I don't know. Ask your girl.
We're sure to win, ain't we, Chris?
Sure we are. What kind of question is that? Babe will tell you.
Well, the answer is yes. That's the answer for everything today. Well, what is it? I just asked, are we going to the strike? Well, sure we're gonna win, and that ain't all.
Babe and me was up half the night figuring things I got it all written down on my pad.
What do you mean, Chris?
I figured it out. I figured it out. With the pencil and the pad, I figured it out. 7.5 cents doesn't buy a heck of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out.
Figured it out.
I figured it out.
Figured it out.
With the pencil and the pad, I figured it out. Only 5 years from today. Only 5 years from today. I can see it all before me. Only 5 years from today. 5 years. Now let's see, that's 260 weeks times 40 hours every week at roughly 2¼ hours overtime, for time and a half for overtime, comes to exactly $862.74. That's enough for me to get an automatic washing machine, a year's supply of gasoline, carpeting for the living room,
A vacuum instead of a plastic room.
not to mention a 40-inch television set.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a heck of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king.
I figured it out.
She figured it out. She figured it out.
I figured it out. With the pencil and the pad, I figured it out. Only 10 years from today. Only 10 years from today. Well, I can see it clear as daylight. Only 10 years from today. 10 years. That's 520 weeks times 40 hours every week at roughly 2¼ overtime for, well, time and a half for overtime. That comes to exactly $1,705.48. That's enough for me to get a trip to France across the sea, a motorboat with water keys, maybe even a foreign car.
Until I can count the quarter bar.
Not to mention a scramble board with ladders made of gold.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a heck of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king.
Figured it out.
She figured it out. She figured it out.
Figured it out. With the pencil and the pad, I figured it out.
Only 20 years from today.
Only 20 years from today.
I can see it like a vision. Only 20 years from today.
20 years. Now let's see, that's 1,060 weeks
Times 40 hours every week.
at roughly 2¼ hours
Or
overtime,
time and a half for overtime.
comes to exactly
$3,511.
and 96 cents. That's enough for me to be consulted in the Taj Mahal in every lunatic result.
I'll have myself a lion tree, a lion plant, a factory that I could end up having. No man has no work for me.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a heck of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a
Hey, Chris!
Yeah.
Sleep Tight can offer you a compromise.
Well, how?
Mr. Hassler will give you that 7.5 cents raise if you give up your claims for retroactive pay.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Now wait. Sid, I don't know.
Well, I do. Let's get it over with. We've won. Oh, we won!
We won!
House's got music for Ollie!
Come on!
I told you this show was full of symbolism.
Sid, I could kiss you. You've been wonderful.
Now, I don't want to be kissed for settling a strike. But if it's anything personal,
Oh, very.
Embarrassing, I call it.
I love you.
tell me.
I love you.
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me more.
Oh, what a man, I'll tell you. More than a lion loves his collar.
Life loves his mother.
More than a rabbit loves his face.
More than a castle loves his king.
More. There once was a man.
She was one.
He was wonderful. They say that nobody ever loves as much as me. I love you more. Pardon me.
We take you to one of the town's most exclusive joints where a party's being thrown, jointly by Mr. Hassler and the Union. We're told to dress for the occasion.
Sit back. Now, Max,
Yes, MH?
I'd just like to add one thing.
Okay, MH.
Fellow sleep-tiders, this demonstration of harmony in our factory hit something deep inside of me. And I know this party of yours will be a great success because it stems from a genuine sleep-tight spirit of solidarity. Thank you.
Well, we sure all say okay to that, MH. So on with our little tribute to Sleep Tight Pajamas. And on with the Sleep Tight Fashion Parade. We're sleep tight at all social functions.
That's divine, but sleep tight's divine.
Sleep Tight has everything. Grace, style, and comfort.
I'm Grace.
I'm style.
I'm comfort.
We're Sleep Tight for happy family life.
Now I trust her night and day. That's true love, the sleep tight way.
And another point, Sleep Tight is economical.
Lots of fun.
Two can sleep as cheap as one.
Pajama game is the game we're in, and we're proud to be in the pajama game with all the team. Can hardly wait to wake and get to work and nothing's like the same as a pajama game.
I don't know. I'm not sure how to turn this. I mean, I am. She wanted to